In less than 5 years, 4 million people are going to lose their jobs that are doing Uber Eats, Lyft, any of that kind of stuff. You guys not seen Waymo yet?
I have. When I was in Austin, Texas.
Phoenix, we already have 2,000 Waymos in town. Austin has Waymos, and they have the Tesla Robotaxi.
Yeah.
They're going to perfect the algorithm. They're going to perfect the AI. In less than 5 years, 4 million people are going to lose their jobs that are doing Uber Eats, Lyft, any of that kind of stuff. And it's going to be done all automatically. You walk out to the car, opens the door, you grab your food out of it. There will be no human contact, which I actually look forward to. Because you ever ordered Uber Eats and it shows up and it smells like weed because it was in the dude's car?
Makes sense, yeah.
I don't want that either. I go into Circle K, they have everything's AI. I walk in, I put all my stuff on the counter, it scans it all, I've tapped the thing. You go to the airports now, you walk in, tap as you walk in, buy everything and walk out. There's no human contact.
What careers are not going to be affected by AI?
Founders and people who own real estate. The one thing that I cannot find and justify in my mind somebody ever taking away with AI is somebody who owns real estate, owns a place where people sleep, owns a place where people eat, owns a place where things are stored. Those things are physical locations, physical assets are going to be hard to replace. Look up Roofus. There's already a robot that replaces roofs. But the belief system of, oh, roofs are going to be protected, roofers, guys, they're gone. Every single job you can imagine. Boston Dynamics, look their company up. Boston Dynamics has already made a robot that is already taking jobs or will take jobs. A videographer that can actually go into places that a robot just can't.
Yeah.
And somebody that can artistically use that camera in the appropriate way. Yeah. And more importantly, somebody can direct. So if you're a videographer, you need to not just be a videographer, you need to be a director and you need to be an editor all wrapped up in one. 80% of jobs that you see today are going to be around for 7 years. 80% of jobs that we see today will be gone in 15 years.
On today's episode of the CLS Experience, we have a very exclusive treat. We're live, New York City, Manhattan. We have absolute real estate tycoon, creative financing specialist, teacher, educator, speaker. He's also the star of a hit TV show, No Big Deal, and one of the most generous cats I've ever met. He's on a big mission to help people create generational wealth from really no starting point necessary.
Right.
Please welcome the dynamic, abundant, handsome, and soulful Pace Morby.
Thank you.
How you doing, brother?
Your camera lady, Brianne, she just told us that we both look good, so we're starting this off right.
That's right.
Thank you for having me, brother. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
What do you think your audience mostly wants to hear? What do you think they want to learn?
We're going to talk strategy and tactics, absolutely. Probably nobody better. But right now, they want to know what's possible.
Okay.
A lot of people struggle with, they see what you're doing, it looks sexy, it looks awesome, but they don't believe that's possible for them. How do they even begin to think that where they're at is not an indication of where they can be?
Okay, well, let's start with that. So one thing that I've noticed is that exact thing, right? People look at that. Same thing with me. When I first started in real estate, I looked at that and I go, oh, that's for people that tuck in their shirts. That's for people that are licensed. That's for people that came from the right family background. That's for people that have money, have credit, have a great W-2 that makes $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, and they take that extra cash and they deploy that into real estate. That's what I thought real estate was in the very beginning. And then I'm 42 now, but when I was 30 years old, I had this lady, she hired me, and I was her contractor. So for those of you guys that are like, oh, Pace has $500 million in real estate, which I do, and I've never used a bank, and I've never used credit, and I've never used any of my own money, how the heck can I do what that guy does? Well, here's the thing. I used to swing hammers. I was a contractor. From age 21 to age 30, I did all the renovations for companies like Zillow, Open Door, OfferPad, big.
Swung a hammer.
I started out swinging a hammer, and then I started building crews. And I got to a point where I had like 150 employees running all this construction. And I got to a point where I was just doing all the estimates, right? I was going out, meet with the clients. What do you guys want to do? And I was doing 50 or 60 jobs every single month just for Zillow.
If you're successful but feel called to something bigger, if there's a message you're meant to share, I created the RISE reinvention formula for you. This is the same system that's helped high achievers get crystal clear on their vision, build unshakable conviction, and create 7-figure businesses around what actually lights them up. Go to risewithcraig.com for a free training and to book a clarity call so we can discover what you truly desire and build a roadmap to get there. Playing small isn't just canceled, it's spiritually irresponsible. Go to risewithcraig.com now. Let's go.
Like Zillow was hiring me to turn 50 houses really, really quickly. So carpet, paint, tile, really quick jobs, $15,000 jobs, but 50 of them a month. that was what I was doing all the way from 21 till I was 30. And when I was 30, I got this lady that came to me and she hired me because I had a good reputation. She says, hey, you're a great contractor. I heard you have a good name. You show up on time, you know, all the things. And she hires me. Her name is Bethany. And Bethany hires me. I do a job. Hires me a second time. I do a job. On the third time, she calls me up and she says, you need to show up 30 minutes before our appointment because we need to have a conversation. And like when a woman tells you, show up 30 minutes early, we need to have a conversation, but she doesn't tell you what you're going to talk about, like you just are sitting there shitting bricks. You're like, what happened? Did one of my crews break a window? Did somebody break an appliance? Like, I'm texting her, like, what happened? What's going on? What are we talking about? Little did I know she actually was having me come early because she wanted to confront me about my life.
Your life.
My life. And she pulls me out of my truck. She like bangs on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Get out of your truck.
30 around then?
I'm 30, yeah. So at the time, this is 12 years ago, I'm 30 years old. And she pulls me out of my truck. We're in front of this house that she just bought. And I thought we were there just to do an estimate. Me, contractor, showing up to meet the customer that wants to flip this house. And I was going to give her an estimate. Really what it was is she's like, she points her finger in my face. She's like, why aren't you in real estate? I'm like, confused. I'm like, well, I am in real estate. Look at all these houses I'm flipping. She's like, no, you're not in real estate. You are a slave to my business, and I'm in real estate. You are a contractor. You are a service-based business. You don't have a business unless I have a business.
Oof.
And I was like, wow, that's well, no, because I could find other clients. She goes, name one client that couldn't replace you with a simple Google search, Pace. You are a literally replaceable with somebody's fingers on a keyboard. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, and I was making good money running this business, but she pointed out to me the difference between ownership, true ownership right there. She says, I own this house. Nobody can replace me. I own this house and I'm going to go flip this house and I'm going to make $100,000. What are you going to make on a house like this, doing all this work and spending 3 months renovating the house? I'm like, 10 grand. You know, of course I have houses stacked on top of each other so that I'm making 10 grand all the time renovating people's houses. Sure. And she says, you need to get started in real estate. I'm like, all the bullshit stuff that everybody says. She goes, why haven't you started? And I go, well, because I don't have the money. Like, I don't know where the money comes from. She's like, that's easy. I'll show you where the money comes from. It comes from, she told me about a website called myinvestorloan.com. And I'm like, that's really where your money comes from? She goes, yes. Every time I buy a house, myinvestorloan.com gives me all the money. What? She goes, yeah, they've been around for 15 years. Like, where have you been? I guess nobody told me where to look. Mm-hmm. So money, credit. She goes, I've not used credit one time. What are you talking about? I'm like, well, I don't know where the deals come from. She goes, okay, that one is a legitimate concern. And she pulls out her phone.
If you're successful but feel called to something bigger, like there's a message you're meant to share, I created the Rise Reinvention Formula for you. This is the same system that's helped high achievers get crystal clear on their vision, build unshakable conviction, and create 7-figure businesses around what actually lights them up. Go to risewithcraig.com for a free training and to book a clarity call so we can discover what you truly desire and build a roadmap to get there. Playing small isn't just canceled, it's spiritually irresponsible. Go to risewithcraig.com now. Let's go.
And she tells me to go to a website, and she taught me how to send out mailers. Now, nobody sends out mailers now. It's 2025. Sure. Welcome to the future. But at the time, it was mailers. So she convinces me to spend money on like postcards and mailers to people that are in distress, like foreclosure, probate, whatever. And I kept saying all this stuff to her, like, well, I don't know how to value the house. Well, I don't have the money to buy the house. She's like, don't ask me another question until you take action. And she says to me, and I just saw the quote again this morning. The quote was, she goes, you can watch all the videos, read all the books, go to all the seminars, but you don't read about water and learn how to swim.
Oof. That's a nugget right there.
It's such a good nugget. Yeah. And I was like, well, what do you mean? She goes, I'm going to throw you in the water and I'm going to teach you how to swim. So she made me send out the postcards. I started getting appointments. People would call me and go, hi, I want to sell my house. Can you come over and give me an estimate of my house? Now I'm in it. Mm-hmm. Imagine like being in your audience members like, what the hell? Could you right now, anybody in the audience right now, if you're on YouTube, make a comment down below. Could you handle that stress of a homeowner calling you and saying, hi, I got your postcard. can you come to my house and give me a quote on what you would buy my house for? What amount of stress would that put on you right now in your current situation? That's how I got started. I had a mentor that threw me in the water. And so what my mentor told me, Bethany, is she says, set the appointments and I'll walk you through it. So every house I went to, she would call me before, or I'd be on the drive to the house, and she'd go, offer 150 grand. I'm like, how do you know this?
Yeah.
She goes, I had a mentor before I met you. I had a mentor.
Circuitry. Yeah.
I had a mentor, and she was helping me, right? And so anyway, I got my first deal on my first appointment, and my first deal was very simple. I go to this house. Bethany had already told me, don't offer this lady anything over $150,000 for the house. You can tell this is 12 years ago. Phoenix, Arizona, our average house is now like $450,000. This is 12 years ago.
Was it a distressed asset?
It was a distressed situation.
Okay.
Meaning the lady, and yes, the house had not been renovated. So backstory on the lady. Her name's Janie Munson. I'm still friends with her to this day.
This is the person whose house it was.
Yep. Janie is the lady who calls me up. And I'm on my way to the appointment driving, and I'm talking to Bethany. And I asked Bethany, what do I pay for this house? She says, $150,000. I'm like, okay, how do you know that? She's like, because I had a mentor. I learned this stuff. Repetition. I learned how to swim, right? So I go to the appointment. I walk in. I know how to talk to people, so it's pretty easy for me to start talking to Janie. Hey, what's going on? Have you already gotten offers on the house? She says, yes, I have an offer at $165,000. So what's my problem?
You can't go above $150.
I can't go above $150.
Yeah.
And I could now, with my skill set, I could have talked Janie down,
Yeah.
but I didn't have that skill set. Mm-hmm. So what did I have? I just said, all right, well, I can't help you. I think you should go with that $165,000. I think that's a good price. She goes, you're bullshitting me, right? Are you trying to anchor me? I'm like, what's anchoring? She's like, I'm a preschool teacher. I know what anchoring is. How do you not know what anchoring is? And she goes, anchoring is when you tell somebody you can't come up on your price and that you should go a different direction, and you're going to come give me some really lowball price to make me feel stupid, and then you'll come up 10 grand and you make me feel like I won. I'm like, wow, okay, hold on, let me take some notes. Like, is this how this is done? So just to highlight to people, this is how I got my first deal. I had no idea what I was doing, but I started treading water because somebody threw me in. And you guys got to remind yourself that you will never learn how to swim by reading about water, okay? So less YouTube videos, less podcasts, more action, right? Get in the thick of it. So I'm in the appointment. I go, I can't help you. She's like, well, what do we do next? I go, I guess I leave. And so I'm on my way leaving the house, and I stop. I look at her and I go, well, okay, so you're a retiring school teacher. You want to move to Oregon. You have no family really members left. You probably need some help. You're in your 60s. And I go, could I help you with something? She's like, what could you help me with? You can't buy my house. Well, how could you help me? I go, I've got a construction crew. I could load up your boxes. I could help you fix things around the house. I could do anything. I'd love to just help you out. And you wouldn't charge me? I wouldn't charge you. I'm just happy to help. She goes, I got a really weird problem. You want to solve it? And I'm like, is she going to take me in the back and kill me? Like, what's this lady going to do? Anyway, she takes me to the backyard, Craig, and she says, let me show you something. You promise not to judge me. I go, yeah, I won't judge you. Takes me to the backyard, and she shows me these 3 cages full of bunnies that are the size of like 5-year-old children. They're called Flemish bunnies. And she goes,
Flemish bunnies.
Flemish bunnies. Her granddaughter brought them home one day. They thought they were regular bunnies. They grew into Flemish bunnies, which are massive bunnies. And she goes, they cost me $600 a month. I can't retire with these bunnies, but they're like family members. I need to find a place for them to go. It's really important for me. I'm like, are you kidding me? I could solve this with one phone call. And she's like, no, can't just go to anybody. Can't sell these bunnies. It needs to go to somebody that has a farm or something. I go, my mom has a little farm. So I call my mom. Like, remember, I know nothing about real estate.
Yeah, let alone bunnies.
Let alone bunnies. So my mom comes up, picks the bunnies up. Janie's flabbergasted. She's like, I can't believe you just helped me and you won't even give me an offer. Like, offer me something at my house. I'd love to do business with you. You just helped me. I go, I can't come up on my number. I can't even get close to the 165. Have a good day. I gave her a hug. My mom takes off, and this lady's crying. Like, you just solved my biggest problem. I didn't know what I was going to do with these bunnies. It was crazy how important these bunnies were to her. It's also why my logo is, you think it's sub 2?
Really?
It's really bunny ears.
Really?
Yeah, it's to remind people to look for the bunnies in everybody's life. Like, what's people's biggest problem?
That's beautiful.
So 2 weeks later, I get a call from Janie. She goes, hi, Pace, it's Janie. And I go, cool. Who'd you sell the house to? How'd it go? She goes, well, I'm actually calling you to let you know that I'm selling the house to you. I'm like, to me, I didn't even give you a number.
Yeah.
She says, Pace, 15 people before you and 15 people after you met me at the house. They criticized my old house. They criticized my hot water heater. They criticized my roof, my single pane windows. They criticized the house and told me that I need to spend $100,000 to fix it up.
I hate that tactic.
It's such a bullshit tactic.
Yeah.
So she says, you are the only person out of 30 people that actually asked me if I needed help.
Oof.
She goes, I trust you. So whatever your number is, I know it's the right number. And this is what I had to say after that. I go, so what do we do now? Because I had no idea. Yeah. What do I do now? I just got a seller say, I will sell the house to you. 5 things pop into my mind. How do I do the paperwork? How do I buy the house? What am I going to do with the house? Where does the money come from that I'm going to buy the house? And then am I going to flip it, hold it? Like, what are these? I had all these questions, which is why a lot of people in the audience are like, well, I'm afraid of the unknown.
Right.
Who answered the unknowns for me? I called Bethany. Bethany, Janie said this. This is what happened. What do we do? And she goes, let's go to the house. I'll fill out the paperwork right in front of you. Mm-hmm. So Bethany goes with me, shows me how to fill out the paperwork, talks to Janie, and we go out in my truck and I go, there's one big problem. I don't have 150 grand to buy the house. She goes, are you stupid? I'm buying the house and I'm going to buy it from you at 175. And all you have is a contract for 150. You're going to sell another contract to me for 175 and you make $25,000 finder's fee. I'm like, that's legal? She goes, yes. And I want you to do it with me 20 more times this year. And I did it with her. I did it with her probably 70 more times that year. I made $1.7 million just finding deals for Bethany that year.
The first year just doing that?
My first year.
First of all, I love the story.
$1.7 million. And all I did was, and I asked Bethany, I go, why did this work? And she says, you found her bunnies. Nobody took the time to find out where her real problem was. Now, bunnies are different in every situation. Sometimes it's a seller that's getting a divorce. Sometimes somebody inherited a property they can't afford. Sometimes it's I'm moving because I got a deployment in the Army. Sometimes
could be anything.
It's literally thousands of stories, but it's all, we call them the bunnies. Like, look for the bunnies. And if a seller's not negotiating with you or they're not working with you on whatever the problem is, I always tell my students, I go, you just haven't found the bunnies yet. Get me on the phone with them. I'll find the bunnies. I'll find the pain point.
I love it. It reminds me of when you're coaching high-level people, they think it's one thing, but it's really the core thought that's creating the experience.
Yes.
So where did the deal come from? How did you find the deal?
Postcards. She told me to send out postcards. I don't do that now.
Yeah.
So, like, if I wanted to find a deal today, it's too easy. Like, here's a couple of websites I can go to. I can go to creativelisting.com. I can just buy a deal right now. Like, no cash, no credit. I can just take it over, put it as a rental. But if you're somebody like me that when I first started out, I'm like, I just need a quick 25K. Mm-hmm. What I would do is I would go on a website called dealsauce.io. And deal sauce, like get saucy with deals. Dealsauce.io, okay?
This is great.
So Deal Sauce allows you to find every foreclosure, every probate, every single seller that's willing to sell their house because they're in distress. And then I'd find somebody in your local area. I have a free Facebook group. You can find like students of mine in there, and they'll help you. They'll walk you through.
We'll drop all that in the show notes.
Yeah, and they'll do the deals with you so that you can have a local person to work deals with you.
Yeah, beautiful. So first of all, love the story. Thank you for sharing all that.
Of course, yeah.
So many things to unpack there. Number one, for anyone that's out there is like, I don't know how, that excuse is now vaporized.
Yeah,
right?
It's actually better that you don't know how.
Yeah.
It's better that you just find the person. It's the same thing with anything. Like, if I want to be better at building, like you're training for the Chicago Marathon, right? You're probably watching some YouTube videos, right?
Sure.
But what you're also doing is you probably are out running, right? Because no matter how many freaking videos you watch on running a marathon, it's not going to train you to run a marathon.
Correct.
So you got to get out there and take the action.
I also have a coach, a mentor.
There you go. So I was just going to say that. You have somebody teaching you that's already done it.
Yeah.
You're asking them advice because YouTube is typically pretty general. And so what you have is you have a mentor that's looking at you as an individual, going, all right, so your body size, the way you run, your composition, the way you move your body, here's what you need to do. Lean forward more, stride this, do that. And you're like, okay, I got specific advice based on
nutrition, recovery, all of it. Yeah.
And guess what? You still have not ran the marathon, but you're heading towards it. Yeah. And everybody else is like, oh, let me put a marathon on my bucket list, and then they never do it.
Right.
But they watch videos about it.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's less than 1% of the whole entire world. No, 1% of 1% of the world's population will ever run a marathon.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like 25% of people wish they would.
Yeah.
The difference is they watch videos, you watch videos, but then you put it into practice.
Yeah.
Right? And you have a mentor.
Well, thank you for saying that, brother.
Yeah.
And so many things there. So, number one, you just need to get going, right? And also big on energy and spirituality. So once you create the vessel, meaning, okay, I have a desire to get into real estate. Once you just start taking the first step, now the chess pieces of life can kind of rearrange the board for you. The right mentor, the right situation, the right website, whatever the case may be. But that will never happen unless you get inside the arena.
Right. And I think that people, it's such a generic thing is like, get started, right? People say, get started. You remember when Shia LaBeouf had that meme that was like, just do it? You know, he was yelling. He was actually yelling at a college class at that time.
Yeah.
So a college professor calls him in. They go, will you come in and motivate my students to get started with their dreams? And he was just like, get started. Are we literally talking about getting started? Like, just do it. You could, and he goes off for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he was so frustrated with people, but even that doesn't help. You got to give people a very specific thing, like go to this website, then do this, click on this link, then you ask this person this question. Here's the script, and before people need very, very specific steps. So I'll give you a new fun story that I've been working on, and I know that to be true, right? Like, if I'm training for a marathon, I said just get started. It's pretty easy. Like, get out and start running.
Right.
But then they start getting in their head like, am I running fast enough? Am I trying? Should I be doing incline, decline? Should I be running with these shoes, that shoes? They start overthinking things, and they put all these problems in front of themselves, and then they stop taking action, or they never do.
But even those questions that came through because you had the courage to start running will lead you to where you can find them.
Correct. And you should have somebody, a brother in arms or a sister in arms, that will actually help you through it. So I'm writing a book right now called Start Here. Okay, so like going forward, I just will pass it out. And this is what's cool about the book. So what spurred the book on is in April, I get an email from a homeless lady. And this homeless lady's in a shelter. She used to live in Connecticut. She moved to Phoenix, Arizona to be with her kids. Tragic things happened to her. Age 55. Her husband dies. She was a stay-at-home mom that raised 3 kids. So she never learned how to make money. Husband dies, no life insurance, no pension, no nothing. Kids are off doing their things, and they're not interested in helping mom or incapable of helping mom. Mom tries to find friends. She gets a job at UPS store. She can barely afford her bills. Her car breaks down. One thing after another, after another, after another. And she ends up going, well, you know what? I have no money to pay for my rent. I barely have any money to even pay for my cell phone. I think just for a couple of nights, I'm just going to sleep on a park bench. Well, a couple of nights turns into 4 years. Yeah. And at the end of that 4 years, she's getting kicked out of the new recent shelter she's in because they only let them stay for like 90 days at a time. She sends me an email on April 7th of this year, and she says, can you please walk me through step by step? And I go,
how'd she find you?
YouTube.
Got it.
And here's the difference. She watched me for 100 YouTube videos. And in her email, she's like, I'm sick of just watching YouTube videos. I need actual steps.
That's a good message for everybody right now. There's such thing as overconsumption.
Overconsumption, right? And I saw a meme the other day where it was like, it was a picture of a guy picking up one little diamond back in 1950. And it was like saying this little diamond, this nugget is the information that people had to search for in the 50s. And okay, that's problematic, right? Lack of information, lack of connectivity. I could just use social media and connect with anybody on the planet, but at the same time, I don't want to be in the 1950s. The opposite is true in 2025 and 2026 is that there's so many gold bars and nuggets dropped everywhere all the time that you can't even move because you're overstimulated, you're over-informed, you have too much information.
Could be distracting.
It's distracting and confusing, and it gives you analysis paralysis. So she says, I watched hundreds of your YouTube videos in this shelter for the last 2 months. And on your YouTube video, you accidentally showed your email. I took a screenshot of it, and I'm sending you an email right now. I'm asking for specific steps.
Good for her.
Really good for her. So I replied back to her, and I said, I will give you specific steps, and I'll spend a couple of days with you. I will not do the work for you. I will not do the work for you, but I will show you what to do.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. Bethany, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I will not do the work for you. Oh, but here's the thing. You have to agree to something. You have to agree to let me record every minute of our conversations with each other, everything I teach you, so I can give it away to people that buy the book. And I'll give all the book profits to charity. I'll give it all away. But I want people to buy the book to be mentally committed because people pay for, or they pay attention to what they pay for, right? If you just get a free book, you're way less likely
Even
to read it.
that's a good nugget, by the way.
It's
Because
great
it's got to
nugget.
be an energetic exchange.
Yes, 100%. I made a financial commitment, meaning that I have some skin in the game. I know that I want to go and be committed to this book. So I'm writing this book. The first couple of chapters are all about this lady. Her name's Maddie. Maddie, within 20 days, makes her first $5,000 from a cot in a women's shelter with a broken phone from 2019. The phone can last 30 minutes without a charger plugged in it. No license, no money, on a shelter. And we just documented.
No excuses.
No excuses. In fact, today, by the time this episode comes out, people won't, it'll be too late. But on my YouTube channel, we're dropping the second episode of her documentary that we've been doing. And she's not only got her first deal already, 2 weekends ago, my wife and I moved this lady, homeless lady, from April, I meet her. Here we are now in August. My wife and I go on a date. I go, hey, sweetheart, you want to go on a date? She goes, yeah, what are we going to do? And I go, we're going to go to a homeless shelter. And my wife, who doesn't really know what I was doing with this lady, how I was helping her and guiding her, she had no idea that I meant we're going to pick this lady up. We're going to take her belongings and we're moving her into her first home she's ever owned. And 2 weeks ago, this lady just moved into a $500,000 house straight from a homeless shelter into a $500,000 home.
That's sick, man.
But how is that possible? The way it's possible is because of the way I specifically do real estate. I found a house that was an Airbnb. These are abundant, by the way. CreativeListing.com is a great place to find these. Real estate investors like Airbnb people, economy's soft, so less people are doing Airbnb. We found an Airbnb operator that says, I am willing to just let somebody take over my payments because I can't afford the payments anymore. This house isn't making me any money. So Maddie, the homeless lady, goes, Pace, what do you think about this house? I go, do it. She goes, how do I afford it? The payment's $2,400 a month. How do I afford it? I don't make any money yet. And she's doing some real estate deals, but not enough to pay for all of these expenses yet, right? She's only been doing real estate for 4 months.
With you?
I mean, on her own, but with my guidance.
Okay, yeah.
So she goes and gets her first $5,000 check. This is April. This is June. She gets her first $5,000 check. I call her up. I go, dude, you got your first check. You got your first thing. Let me come pick you up. We'll go get the check. Mm-hmm. So she gets the check. And by the way, this is answering the question of where do I start? This book that I'm writing is literally giving you every step.
Start here.
The name of the book is Start Here. And start here, step by step, video companion. Every single chapter has 5 hours of video companion of me picking Maddie up, me dropping Maddie off, me whiteboarding with her, me asking her question or answering her questions, her taking the action. Every single action she did is all documented chronologically in this book. That's what's so cool about this book. I'm like, okay, I'm going to answer this question once and for all. Where do I start? How about not just where do I start? How do I literally go every single step all the way through? And it's documented, and it's a homeless lady in a shelter doing it. Tell me you in the audience can't do this too. So she gets her first $5,000 check. We go to the title company. We pick up the check. She's crying. She's 59 years old now. She goes, I've never seen $5,000 in my name ever once. She's almost 60. Think about that.
It's beautiful, by the way.
It's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Being able to have that impact on somebody.
And by the way, it's never too late, in case you guys needed that reminder.
I've seen a 92-year-old get their first deal. So it's never too late. And when I was asking, her name is Dorothy, and Dorothy says, I go, why are you doing it at 92? You might not ever enjoy your portfolio. She goes, yeah, but my grandkids will. I was like, that's freaking dope.
Legacy, I love it.
Legacy. So pick up the check, go to the bank. I drop Maddie off at the bank, and I'm sitting in the parking lot. In Arizona, we have parking lots. New York, so you guys don't have parking lots. So we're in the parking lot, and Maddie comes back out 3 minutes later. She goes, they don't believe the check is real. I'm like, those sons of bitches? What do you mean that they don't think the check is real? I'm pissed off. Yeah. Are they being racist? She's a little black, half Chinese, half black lady. So I go in there, and I go, hey, man, what's going on? Why won't you guys let her deposit the check? He goes, because we think it's fake. Why do you think it's fake? He says, well, Maddie, do I have permission to show this man your screen of your account? Mm-hmm. They turn the account over to me. They show me. She has not had any money in this account in over 5 years, and it's been overdrawn $1,000.
Yeah, overdrawn. Yeah.
It's her only account. Guys, think about this. This lady has had no cash, no debit card, no help. She's had a broken Obama phone since 2018. That's literally what she had to go get her first deal in less than 20 days. And so I had him call the title company. They verified the check was real, and they released enough money to make her account $100 in the positive, and they'll release the rest over like 15 days. So guess what? She was all happy and excited. She was going to get out of the shelter. She was going to stay in a hotel for a couple of weeks till she, found her next move. And now I'm having to drop her back off the shelter because she can't afford to stay in a hotel. And people are going to ask, "You're a stingy son of a bitch. Why didn't you just get her a hotel room?" Because I promised the audience that I would not pay for a single thing for this lady. I will not give her a resource. I will not give her something that I wouldn't give to anybody else in the world. She even asked me one night when I was dropping her off at her shelter, she goes, "Can you buy me some Windex? I really want to clean around my bed and this." And I go, "No, I'm not buying you stuff. We're going to prove to the world that you got nothing from me but information and guidance. And that if you can do it with information and guidance, anybody in the world can do it." So anyway, she gets her first deal. She then is on to the next one. She finds an Airbnb that's not operating. We take over the payments from the operators, called Subject to. It's what my brand is all about, is taking over somebody else's payments with no credit, no bank, no nothing. And she goes, "But how am I going to afford this house payment?" I go, "I got you. We're going to rent out all the other rooms in the house for $1,000 a month on a website." She goes, "I don't know how to manage that." I go, "Come on. There's websites that do this stuff." So we took the house, put it on padsplit.com, padsplit.com for anybody that's out there. I don't get paid to promote any of these websites. Just these are the websites people are using, padsplit.com.
Just sharing information, guys.
Just sharing information. So she puts the house on Padsplit, fills out the other houses, or fills out all the rooms. She keeps one room to herself, rents out all the other ones. They're all paying her mortgage, her utilities, her internet, her cleaning, her landscape, her pool. Everything's paid for. And on top of it, she gets $2,000 net in her pocket and gets a free house. This is a homeless lady, guys.
Yeah.
Like, a homeless lady just did this. So if she can do it, you can do it too. So this "where do I start" question, if anybody wants to buy the book, I will not make $1 on this book. The name of the website is pacesnextbook.com, and you'll see the story of Maddie. But there's also, here's the cool thing. I've got another year of writing the book. And the reason being is because I'm picking 5 more people to write the book about, and I've not selected those people yet. So I'm looking for a wounded veteran, because I get a lot of people like, "Who help our vets?" I go, "Cool, I'll get a wounded veteran." I already have a teenager who's blind that is like, "I don't want to go to college. I found her and I'm still working. Like, how do I technically help her because I don't live in her town?" And then I'm looking for like a single mom. I'm looking for a dad that has 2 or 3 jobs that is just struggling to survive. And then I'm looking for somebody who dropped out of college and is doing side hustles like Uber. And we all know it's going to happen to Uber, Lyft. Maybe not so much in New York, but everywhere else, my friends. Uber Eats, Uber drivers, you're gone.
Robots.
Bro, have you guys not seen Waymo yet?
I have. When I was in Austin, Texas.
It's going to come and destroy the whole... Like, think about how many people are driving Uber
New York
and
City
Lyft.
might be challenging, but I believe it.
I agree. But it might take longer. I think that's why I said New York is the only one. Phoenix, we already have 2,000 Waymos in town. Austin has Waymos, and they have the Tesla Robotaxi.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is these cities on the West Coast that have a little bit more space, it's not as compact as you guys on the East Coast, they're going to perfect the algorithm. They're going to perfect the AI. Yeah. In less than 5 years, 4 million people are going to lose their jobs that are doing Uber Eats, Lyft, any of that kind of stuff. And it's going to be done all automatically. You walk out to the car, opens the door, you grab your food out of it. There will be no human contact, which I actually look forward to. Because you ever ordered Uber Eats and it shows up and it smells like weed because it was in the dude's car?
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay, I don't want that either. I go to Circle K now. You guys don't have Circle K here. You have a lot of 7-Eleven. I go into Circle K and
They have baristas now, right? AI baristas.
They have everything's AI. I walk in, I put all my stuff on the counter, it scans it all, I tap the thing. You go to the airports now, you walk in, tap as you walk in, buy everything, and walk out. There's no human contact.
Insane.
Where are all those jobs going to go? They're going to go to landscaping. They're going to go to like roof repairs and electrician. Guys, we don't need 7 million freaking people in the trades. That's not something that we can sustain. Shit is coming down the fan. And what's going to happen is people that are not prepared, and you don't own things, if you don't own real estate and you don't own a place to either live or rent out to other people, you're going to be in a tough spot.
100%. Pace, let's talk AI for a moment.
Yeah.
Love all of this, by the way. So what careers are not going to be affected by AI? Or maybe they're safe at least for the time being.
Okay. I think if you look at any position right now, I'll tell you one that's really going to be really hard to replace, but it's going to be also hard to. You can oversaturate very, very fast. Adler right here. So Adler, you guys can't see him. He's off camera.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, brother?
Content creators.
Well, no. Content creators, I think, are going to be, a lot of them are going to be replaced with AI. You already see like people talking about.
Specifically like a videographer.
A videographer that can actually go into places that a robot just can't.
Yeah.
And somebody that can artistically use that camera in the appropriate way. Yeah. And more importantly, somebody can direct. So if you're a videographer, you need to not just be a videographer, you need to be a director and you need to be an editor all wrapped up in one.
You have to have consciousness.
You have to have consciousness. Because I've had videographers that they just record all day long and then it goes on a hard drive and it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Those people are like, you're gone. Like the competition is going to be so stiff, right? But a couple of other jobs I think are going to stick around. People go, roofers are going to, guys, look up Rufus, R-U-F-U-S. There's already a robot that replaces roofs. Kiss my ass. It's impossible. People, like in New York, you guys have very intricate systems here. Yeah. Like it's got these water towers and these roofs and, you know, you guys have little hallways that are about this. You have to walk this way, like sideways to get through shit. It's different in Manhattan, right, than anywhere else. But the belief system of, roofs are going to be protected, roofers, guys, they're gone. Every single job you can imagine. Boston Dynamics, look their company up. Boston Dynamics has already made a robot that is already taking jobs or will take jobs. People go, nurses. No, Boston Dynamics, Google it, Boston Dynamics nurse. So content creators, sadly, we don't, I wish we needed more of them. We don't. We got enough content creators like me and you, but content creators for sure. Founders and people who own real estate. The one thing that I cannot find and justify in my mind somebody ever taking away with AI is somebody who owns real estate, owns a place where people sleep, owns a place where people eat, owns a place where things are stored. Those things are physical locations, physical assets are going to be hard to replace. So RV park owners, mobile home park owners, affordable housing owners that can rent it out to the government. Those types of things are going to be hard to replace. CEOs, founders of companies, I think 80% of jobs that you see today are going to be around for 7 years. 80% of jobs that we see today will be gone in 15 years. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than most people think just because people don't adopt technology as fast. Like I signed a document the other day, bought a house, and they asked me to fax the information. I'm like, fax? Like you're still using fax? Yeah, we still haven't caught on. We've been using this fax machine from such and such and blah, blah, blah. So
fax. Yeah,
I think a job that will stick around, executive assistants.
And also, just because you have to think so hard about this question, just go to show you, if anybody's skeptical about AI, now's the time to get a lot more curious, double down, and just see what else is possible.
Do you think, what do you think is going to be around in 10 years? Like something that's impossible to replace.
It's interesting because technically in regards to coaching and helping people, you have your own AI app, I imagine, at this point.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, Pace GPT. So, yes, you can ask somebody, but there's something about human connection and being able to utilize consciousness, spirituality, that can't be replaced, at least as of
molecule
yet.
to molecule, right? So like belly to belly, it's a big thing. Like we have vibration and there's that frequency that you can
talk about live events.
Yeah, live events. Dude, I think live events are going to grow even more.
100%.
Because I think what's going to happen is people will get so oversaturated with information. It's like if ChatGPT and let's say Grok were going to make us billionaires, we'd already all would have been billionaires if information was the thing that was going to do it for us. It's not information that's going to do it, it's implementation of the information. We already know that's common sense. I hate that I even have to say it, but it's live events and being around live people that take the implementation to step number one. It's having an actual coach that holds you accountable, right? ChatGPT is not going to hold you accountable. It's going to send you a reminder. It's going to, flirt with you and gas you up all the time. Oh, great idea. That was a great idea. All that kind of shit.
It does gas you up.
It does gas you up.
But even you speaking, right? So a robot could speak, but people want pace. And also you have the ability to read the room.
Right. And also understand the individual's personality type, where they're at in their life. Like Maddie, the homeless lady. I didn't give her a game plan that I would have given a doctor who already has a bunch of cash.
Yeah.
And he goes, Pace, I have $5 million in cash. I want to deploy it right now. What's your advice? I'm not going to go tell him to go find deals for other investors. That's what a beginner should be doing, right? So, which is called bird dogging, by the way. Google it. Bird dogging is what Maddie did to get her first deal. So,
Shout out to Maddie, by the way.
I think coaches for sure, videographers for sure, accountants are gone. Like, think about it. Like, what's a significant job? Engineers, are they going to stick around?
Yeah.
Not really. They're already
Not
being
even
replaced.
Actors. Not
No.
in Hollywood. They're de-aging. People that are dead, they're bringing back.
It's crazy. Yeah, if you go look up an interview. The Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, they have 30,000 customer support reps at Salesforce. 30,000. They're letting go of 15,000 of them because of AI agents are doing the work that a human being was doing, but now they're doing it 24/7, solving these clients' problems at a level that just couldn't, and it's more profitable, right? Anything that will drive more profit to a company is going to win. And at the end of the day, you know what the hardest part about running a business is? Humans. Always humans. The human element, the culture, and did I offend you? And do you feel like you
That's
need a
something I'm
bonus?
navigating right now as we're hiring.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a good example. I'll give you a good. This is the dilemma. AI is becoming powerful. It's doubling down. You see, like now here we are on Grok 5. We're on ChatGPT 5, right? We're on Claude, whatever number Claude is. You are in 2 years. It's going to be unrecognizable how good this content is. I walk around the city. People are talking to ChatGPT all through the city. Hey, Chat, what do you think about blah blah blah? Okay, great. Hey, I want an orange monster. What's the fastest place to get an orange monster? They're not even typing shit anymore. They're talking. So think about this. I think what's going to happen is people are going to start wearing devices. You already see John, what's his name? The guy who used to work at Apple, Jonathan Ive, the guy that designed the iPod. He left. He partnered with ChatGPT to go create a wearable device that now it just talks to you all day long. So it's on your chest or it's in your earpiece. It's not even connected to your phone anymore. It's a separate device. They're trying to get rid of the phone over time, right? Okay. So think about this. Who is going to survive in the future? I've got a company, okay? I own it right now. The name of the company is Start Virtual. Love the company. It's great. I have 300 employees there. By the time this comes out, I will have already sold the company, okay? Start Virtual, I got an offer 5 years ago to buy this company from me for $10 million. The name of what we do for this company is what we do in this company is we have physical cold callers in the Philippines that cold call for real estate agents and real estate investors to generate leads for their business. Each one of these full-time employees 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago was $1,300 a month to have one full-time Filipino working 40 hours a week for you. And we would pay the Filipino $800 and the company, we make $500, okay? A Filipino making $800 a month is incredible. They're wealthy, bro. They're like buying motorcycles. They got a house for their mom.
Now that you mention that, I wonder what's happening over there now.
Oh, here's what's happening with this technology. So my company, I've owned it for a long time. We got.
And you said no to 10 mil?
I said no to 10 mil 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Why? Because 5 years ago, I believed that company in 5 years. This is before anybody was talking about ChatGPT. I knew nothing about it. 5 years later, I can't even sell the company for $1 million.
I believe it, yeah.
And it's twice the size, twice the revenue. People go, well, that's a falling knife.
Yeah.
Why would I want to buy a falling knife? Like, I don't want to try and catch a falling knife. That thing's falling apart. Why is it falling apart? Here's why. Because there's companies out there like prop.ai. I don't get paid to promote this, by the way. Prop.ai will, for $1,000 a month, outperform 15 VAs that cost $18,000 a month. It won't complain. It won't ask for a bonus. It will do its job. It can. When you train an employee,
It won't ask for a bonus.
it will. Don't think about this. Our virtual assistants follow me on Instagram. So if they go set up a lead, I close that deal. We make 50 grand on that deal. The virtual assistant that sets that appointment goes, well, you made 50 grand. Can I get a $50 bonus? Guess what is never going to ask for a bonus? Prop.ai. And it's not that I don't want to pay it, but at the end of the day, you have a responsibility to your partners and your business to make as much money as you possibly can while you can. And look at all these other companies doing it. They will find every way to squeeze out every single employee. Salesforce, guys, is firing 15,000 people and replacing them with AI. It's happening. It's not going to happen. It's happening. And I don't think we've even hit the momentum period yet. So these are companies
This
that
isn't
are...
even the appetizer.
Yeah,
This is like the bread before the menus.
there you go. It's the bread before the appetizer. Like it's like they got you bread and then they ask you, do you want appetizers? Like this isn't even in the real meal, guys. It
Probably
is
literally the first or second inning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so for me, what I'm chasing right now to create a moat for me and my family is I'm focusing on affordable housing, right? What does that mean? That means I could take a single family home, rent it out all by the rooms. The rooms are all $1,000 a month. These people get room and board, cleaning. They get internet, utilities, pool, landscape, and a parking spot, all for $1,000 a month. That's incredible. You can't find that anywhere unless you do it. It's a co-living model. We talk about it as pad split. I'm chasing those. I'm chasing mobile home parks, RV parks. I'm chasing anything that I think the government is going to end up having to pay for. And I do believe that in 10 years, probably 60% of our government or 60% of our population will rely on government assistance. Right now, it's 30%. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
1 in 3 people. Guys, right now, 1 in 3 people, Google this or chat GPT this, whatever you want to do. Google what percentage of the United States population is relying on government assistance. It's 30%. 1 in 3 people you walk by on the street, you talk to, 1 in 3 people is on food stamps, some sort of access, some sort of SNAP benefit, some sort of they're on something. 30% of people now. Guys, it's like you don't have more time to learn how to swim by reading the water. You got to jump in the water right now. You have no more time.
Yeah, that's the biggest nugget from today so far. I love it. And we're going to put all his things in the show notes, guys.
When's your event, by the way? Tell us about the event.
October 23rd.
And how do people get there?
So we just had one May 15th. It was amazing. We had about 70 people there. It's about transformation. It's about identity shifts, a lot of spirituality, business. Last time, a couple of our mutual friends spoke at it. Dave Meltzer, Dr. Caroline Leaf.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It was to do a VIP dinner. This one's called The Portal because I believe that whoever comes to this event is unrecognizable by the time they leave. And a lot of it has to do with the stuff that you're talking about today. So you gave us a ton of tactics today, brother.
Yeah.
But what you also did was show people how to think differently, right? So it's like that old expression, give someone fish or teach them how to fish. Big difference, right? So teaching people how to think differently, it's not about so much about what you're doing, but who are you becoming that has the capacity to create what it is that you desire.
Right.
And so that's what we're super pumped about. And interestingly enough, so we have a couple awesome female speakers locked up. We need a guy speaker, someone that's talking about AI and
When's
business.
it happening?
October 23rd.
Okay, I'm already on my tour.
That's a bummer.
I know.
Yeah.
We start our tour October 15th, and I will be on the road a city every single day for 122 days.
When do you start?
I start, it's called the Creative Nation Tour.
Yes.
So creativenationtour.com if you guys want to come out. This is what we're doing. I'm going to a city every single month. I'm starting October 15th, gearing up, getting ready by like October 5th. I basically lock everything down. I prepare for 10 days. My wife, this is how intense I am about change right now.
And we'll get you at the next event, by the way.
Please, I'd love to. I tell people like, hey, you got to make a change right now. You got to do it right now. You got to do it right now. No, you got to do it right now. It's gotten to a point where I think we got 36 months, and then I got to give up on people because it's going to be too late. Yeah. Like I think the window of opportunity is going to get so small that people that are willing to squeeze through that are also going to be. It's going to be almost nothing, and the haves and the have-nots are going to separate at the fastest pace you've ever seen. So I told myself, I said, what can I do as like a legacy to be like, I did my part. I said, I'm going to get out in person. I'm going to shake people's hands, eyeball to eyeball, and I'm going to do...
Which, by the way, is rare these days.
It's very rare. I'm going to do free meetups all over the country, and what we're going to do is all my leaders in every city, we're going to pair up everybody up on teams. So it could be you in the audience. We're going to pair everybody up on teams and put you on a team that's going to do a deal in less than 2 hours, like start to finish. Find the distressed house, send out an offer to the distressed seller, call those distressed sellers, lock houses up in contracts, and you're going to be on teams with people that are doing this. So I'm basically taking all my Bethanies that I've trained, all these new Bethanies that help me get in the business. I've trained thousands.
No, you're the Bethany.
I am the Bethany, yes. But I've trained all these other Paces, essentially, to help you. And it costs nothing. There's nothing to sell. The only thing you'll have to buy is like tacos. We're doing taco trucks, and you got to buy your own tacos. That's basically it.
Tacos.
Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because, one, I want to meet everybody on the planet that wants to come out. I think we will have 100,000 people come out. But I'm that fearful. I am that fearful for everybody that in 36 months it's going to be, I missed the. I don't know what my kids are going to do, bro. Yeah. I have a 1-year-old son. I don't know what. Okay, well, I have enough money. I'm fine. And my son will be fine. But do I want to have a kid that just hangs around all day along at the house and lives off dad's money?
No.
You want a kid that has purpose,
that's
right?
That's a spiritual death, yeah.
It's a spirit. That's a really great way to say it's a spiritual death. So what are you going to tell your kids to do in 20 years?
Yeah.
What the heck are people going to do? I don't know. And you hear the people that are running AI, like you'll look at, Sam Altman. And these guys will go, oh, well, we didn't. It would be crazy 50 years ago to say that, Craig and Pace were doing a podcast and live streaming it. That would have been crazy to tell people that. So we're going to have new crazy things that will pop up that's how people are going to make money. I'm like, but where's the substance? Who's going to farm? Who's going to build the things? Who's going to manufacture? All of those jobs, physical labor. I mean, you already see it.
If you're successful but feel called to something bigger, like there's a message you're meant to share, I created the Rise Reinvention Formula for you. This is the same system that's helped high achievers get crystal clear on their vision, build unshakable conviction, and create 7-figure businesses around what actually lights them up. Go to risewithcraig.com for a free training and to book a clarity call so we can discover what you truly desire and build a roadmap to get there. Playing small isn't just canceled, it's spiritually irresponsible. Go to risewithcraig.com now. Let's go.
Amazon just replaced 100,000 workers this year with robots. Already did it. It's not going to. They already replaced 100,000.
In the warehouses?
Yep, warehouses. New York was actually one of the biggest ones. New York was running a big old thing. Oh, we want to unionize. We want to unionize. Buy the unions.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I know you East Coasters love your unions. They're gone. They're going away. And so I am getting out on the road. And same thing with you guys. If you guys want a transformation, you're like, but I don't know what my identity is going to look like. I'd go over to the portal. How do they get to the portal?
We'll put the link in the website. We'll go to our website, and it's exclusive. It's very curated, but we'll share all the information.
I think that's an amazing room to be in. Under 100 people gets really intimate.
Yeah.
And you get to spend a lot of time with other people that are in the 100%. Same room.
That's one of the cool things we pride ourselves on is the speakers don't have a green room. Everybody's interacting, collaborating, something a little bit different than we've seen.
People need to be a part of that. I don't like when the speakers go into green rooms. They should be in the hallways talking to people. Remember
why you're here in the first place, to give.
Right, 100%.
I love this. Before we land the plane, 3 quick questions, brother. Number 1, I'm a newlywed. Coming into 1 year, this September 7th. You're obviously doing something right. What's your secret?
Beyond the things that people tell you all the time. My secret is I make everything about my wife. So even the things that I accomplish are about her.
Yeah.
And I tell her, I do all of this to get your attention. I do all of this to impress you. You're the only person on the planet that I want to impress on a daily basis. I'll set examples for my children, but I really want to only impress you. So when I'm out doing things and conquering and doing all the stuff like you are, I do that because I want to impress her. And I remind her that all the time. Like I'm doing this to impress. Yeah, 100%.
Beautiful.
I just want to see that woman naked every single day. So if I can impress her by doing all the things I'm doing and working really hard, then it works out. And I've got an amazing wife. So that's number 1.
Yeah.
That's my answer is try and do everything in your life to impress that woman. You guys have kids yet?
No.
You gonna have kids?
God willing, it's the thing I'm looking forward to most.
Yeah, that's honestly take I told somebody the other day.
You have a 1-year-old?
I have a 1, a 3, a 6, and a 17.
Oh, wow. Are you done or you just getting warmed up?
I mean, mentally, I want more. My wife, physically, I think she's at a point right now. And it's like this every time a woman has a baby. And they go through like a year of like, I don't know if I want to have another one. That was a lot of work. Yeah. It's like after you run your marathon.
Same thing, brother.
If I told you the next day.
Why'd I sign up for this? I'm done. I'm retired. 2 days later, could I have done better?
There you go. That's exactly it. So I think there's still a window of maybe having another baby.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love that for you, brother. Number 2, we talked a lot of business tactics and strategy today. Spirituality. Is that something that's important to you?
Yeah, I went on a mission for my church from 19 to 21. I learned how to speak Korean so I could knock doors and sell Jesus from door to door. I've not just been a guy that talks about spirituality, but I've really walked that walk for a long period of my life. I don't bring it all into a lot of my content. And one of the reasons why is one of my spiritual mentors told me, he goes, there's a passage in the Bible, which I won't quote Bible verses, but it basically just says, beware of the man that talks about being a follower rather than a man who leads by example. And so my mentor told me, people will know you're a man of faith by the way that you walk through life, meaning, are you actually helping people? Right. Are you saying you're going to help people and you're not doing it, or are you actually helping people and doing it?
And if you are, is there an agenda or is it pure?
Right. So I had a student of mine a couple of years ago. She calls me up, Irene Zing. Shout out to Irene. And she calls me up and she goes, I Googled why you have this energy about you, and I found out you were a missionary for your church and you went to another country and you did all of these things, and I decided I'm going to join that church. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of pressure. Like, I don't want to push you into joining anything. And she's like, no, your energy made me go do fact finding, and I'm wondering if you'd fly and baptize me. I was like, absolutely. So I flew out there, baptized her. So yeah, spirituality is a huge part of what I'm doing, and there's a difference between religion and spirituality.
Big
I
difference.
get that. Very big difference.
Yeah.
But the energy that you put out is the energy you get back, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. The frequency that you vibrate, it brings in everything. What you focus on expands. All the spirituality stuff, I love it. Dr. Joe Dispenza is speaking at one of our events. I think that dude is probably, in terms of like breaking people through spiritually, that guy's probably one of the freaking best.
He's a Jedi. Yeah.
He's a Jedi, dude. And maybe you're the next Joe Dispenza.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to be the first Craig Siegel.
Yeah.
I love what you said there. It's very obvious to me, brother, with the spirituality. That's why I wanted to ask you. Beautifully said. And I like what you said, too, about not being a follower, more of a co-creator.
Yeah.
Last thing I'll ask you, and then we'll land the plane, is how do people begin to think bigger?
Okay. So I'm at breakfast with Gary Vee, and I was like, what's funny is 2 days ago, I'm thinking, I got this big vision. I got this thing. I'm feeling good. I literally woke. I jumped out of bed the other day because I thought I was thinking big enough.
Yeah.
And then I go have breakfast with Gary Vee, and I walk away going, I'm thinking so small. Yeah. So the answer is get around people that are thinking bigger. Yeah. Go to the portal. Yeah. You're going to have, like, here's the thing. You got to get away from the people that are holding you back. So think about this in the audience. It's usually your family members. It's usually the people you go to church with are actually some of the worst people to hang out with, because they take the culture of the church, which is like, stay humble, stay small, don't pop your head up, don't get attention. And while you don't want to be aggressively trying to get attention, you need to be growing, and you need 100%. To be around people that are also growing. Yeah. And so...
well said. You could be audacious and humble.
There you go. And I have a good friend of mine, Jerry Norton, 10 kids, married for 25 years, unbelievable dude. And he has a rule of thumb in their family for the last 30 years they've been together. He moves every 3 years, minimum. Moves to a different state, has a different environment. So he went from Detroit to Utah to Arizona to Puerto Rico. Now he's in Tennessee, just bought a big farm. And he just has this belief of like, I have to reinvent myself every 3 years or else I'm going to get stagnant. And the way I do that is I move to a new city and I'm forced to make new friends, new connections, etc. I keep my friends, but I keep them digitally. Yeah. And I'll visit them here and there. So the number one thing, guys, is get around the people that are doing the thing that you want to do. The portal would be a good way to do that. Yeah. Because obviously everybody there is on a spiritual journey trying to reinvent themselves, and they're all going to be in the same room at the same time. Think about what Craig's doing for you. He's filtering out the people that are not looking for transformation to make sure he brings them into the same place that all want transformation. And so being in a room full of 70 plus people that all want transformation is by far the best thing you could do.
Beautifully said, brother. And another good way for everybody is to stay involved in your movie. What's the best way?
Best way to do it is go to creativenationtour.com. Just free meetups. Come shake my hand, say hi, buy some tacos from the taco vendors in every city we go to. I'm gonna try and vote on the best taco in America. We'll see where it is. Great it's probably idea. San Diego.
Great idea. This was awesome, brother. Looking forward to so much more together. Yeah. And Manhattan looks great on you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.